have grown up to believe to be true, may be true or may not be true. However, is it serving your trading career is the only question. My name is Ash Playstead, a trading psychology master coach and active trader for the past 25 years. Thank you for joining me wherever you may be in the world, and a very warm welcome to episode 46 of the Trading Psychology and Mindset Show. It is 9 a.m. Wednesday, the 21st of December, 2022, here in Southeast Australia. We're getting some summer weather here. It is approaching Christmas here. Southern Hemisphere, it's the middle of summer. So wherever you may be in the world, welcome, welcome, welcome. And as always, I'll be diving deep into what is needed to retrain the mind we bring to trading into the mind we need for profitable and sustainable trading success. So the costly mistake that traders often make is an example of what is called affirming the consequent. Now, this is a logical fallacy, and this logical fallacy occurs in two stages. First, a person believes that an outcome is likely to occur under specific circumstances, and second, when that outcome materializes, the same person assumes those preconceived circumstances were the cause of it. However, this is often a fallacy. A completely separate explanation may cause the outcome. The circumstances that led to the outcome in one instance may not apply in another. So in its most primitive form, the fallacy of affirming the consequent looks like this. Paris is in Europe, therefore, if I am in Europe, I am in Paris. Now, fallacies this extreme are extremely rare, of course, but you get the point. I hope you get the point. So why do we make such costly mistakes as traders? So in the complex world of trading, that complex environment, we are often unable to process all relevant information in real time. Hence, we rely on simplifications to make quick decisions. And in doing so, we rely heavily on unexamined beliefs that we have accepted earlier in life. This is how the brain works. Now, this tendency is completely human. However, when the stakes are high, as they are in the world of live trading, we cannot accept preconceived cultural assumptions. In these cases, identifying and examining our ingrained assumptions can be the difference between life and death, or profit and loss, as it is in trading. And critical thinkers show a willingness to examine ingrained beliefs and ideals thoroughly and objectively. And I am a very positive and strong advocate of critical thinking, because critical thinking allows us to go deep beyond the assumptions, beyond the beliefs, to the facts and evidence. Do they stack up? And therefore, the ability to question even our most cherished cultural ideals is at the heart of critical thinking. It is uncomfortable. I agree. You probably would find this uncomfortable. It is uncomfortable to think that the ideas that we have taken for granted through our whole life are actually dulling our thinking. But that doesn't mean it's not true. In all cases, it doesn't necessarily mean we abandon the cultural notions and traditions we're comfortable with. Instead, we will now have the courage to see how they stand up to rational critiquing. And we may come out of the process with renewed confidence in our beliefs because they have stood the test. In other cases, new evidence may change our minds. And another option is to conclude that we end up maintaining our faith or certain ideas for cultural reasons rather than rational ones. Now, that is fine, as long as we are aware of it and consider that when making trade management decisions that we are aware of our belief system. Now, the point is here to be open to any outcome which is supported by the evidence. I want to repeat that. The point of this is to be open to any outcome which is supported by the evidence. And here is the rub with trading, and here is really the challenge and the opportunity of examining our long accepted beliefs. Now, whatever the result is, applying critical analysis is beneficial to the depth of our faith in ourselves. After examining our principles, we will enjoy renewed confidence that our beliefs represent the truth as we understand it. So consider what your cultural beliefs are, what you consider to be the truth. What did you get from your parents? What did you get from your school? What did you get from the workplace? What did you get from your religious upbringing, if you had one? Are there assumptions behind them? Do they make sense? Have you ever started to question them before, but then stopped yourself? Have these beliefs and assumptions ever held you back from achieving your potential? These are the questions we should be asking ourselves. So, re-examining your deepest held beliefs, yes, it can be a painful process. However, of course, pain is the great teacher. Pleasure is not the teacher. Pain is the teacher. So this is pain that we want to approach with curiosity and welcome it, because on the other side, if you are completely honest with yourself, and if you find that a struggle, get someone around you, a coach or a mentor, someone you trust who can hold you to that level of honesty through that pain. So figuring this out will make a world of difference to both your life and your trading outcomes. Your rational decision-making process will then improve greatly as a result. So the maxim here is that a flexible mind is a fit mind. So I want to keep this episode short and sweet and focused on the power, the need, and the process to step into examining your limiting beliefs. And often we don't know that they're limiting, because our beliefs, another word for beliefs, is what we accept to be true. And human beings being human beings, every single one of us has a slight difference, a customized view of the world and the truth as we see it, which is unique to us. This is one of the most amazing things with the markets. The markets represent mass psychology, which is made up of millions of people with different versions of the truth. Often they coalesce around herd mentality. I've spoken about that in different episodes. The purpose of this episode is to highlight the importance and the power of going deep into your existing beliefs. You might call them dragons. Often we live a busy life to avoid being alone with those deep thoughts. If that's you, get some help to do it. A flexible mind is a fit mind. So, okay, that's it for this episode. It's short but sweet, but really, really powerful. Now, I can see that there's a couple of questions. So before we sign off, there's one question in particular here that I want to address. It's from Marcus from Germany. Hello, Marcus. Great to see you. Now, your question is, and I'll read this out of the chat, Marcus. This all makes perfect sense, Ash. Yet I have a gnawing feeling in my gut, and I think it's because I'm unsure of what the steps are to address my beliefs. How do I do that, considering that the knowledge I have that my current beliefs are what I probably consider to be true? So what Marcus is asking there is, how do you go about identifying whether something's true or not? What should you challenge? What should you not challenge? That's a very, very powerful and insightful question, Marcus. Very, very good. So let's focus on this for a moment, and hopefully I can point you in the right direction. So our ability to act with courage here is vital, Marcus. And I don't mean the sort of courage that is popularized, like walking on hot coals or doing something physically courageous. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about emotional courage. So it's your ability to go deep into your inner self to discover what you truly believe. That's the first and important step, Marcus. This is where the dragons reside. This is where those deep beliefs that sit below all of our conscious behavior, so these are the unconscious drivers at an emotional level that remain unexamined because we've long ago accepted them to be true. Now, this is where they reside, Marcus. So our harsh inner critic, our dragons, our orphan childlike self that has been cocooned and protected for many, many years by the construct of our beliefs, our truth. Now, to your question, how do we know whether it's serving us or not? Now, this is very, very important. So we must look at the ultimate truth meter, and that is your trading account. The trading account or your trading account will tell you whether your current beliefs are serving you. Now, if you trust nothing else, trust your trading account because it does not lie. It is the one thing that doesn't lie. Your trading account balance, is it growing in value over time? If so, your beliefs, your ability to handle uncertainty and trading is serving you okay. Doesn't mean you can't look at them and tweak them. However, if your trading account has flattened out, it's not growing, or it's really massive peaks and troughs, or you've blown up some trading accounts, which is, let's be honest, most people, your beliefs are not serving you. That is where to look. Now, these things I am covering briefly here, Marcus and everybody. Okay, my purpose of giving you this information is to tell you where to look. Now, I cover them and teach them in far, far greater detail in my courses. So if you want to check those out, go and have a look. But I'll give you what I can here. 3 steps, okay? Step 1, learn the skill of diaphragmatic breathing. This is the skill of emotional intervention and regulation. Number 2, learn the skill of mindfulness, the ability to separate self from thoughts. This will open up the mind and the beliefs we have for examination. That's step 2. Step 3, once the mind's open, we can decide and cultivate, after examining, we can decide and cultivate the inherent aspects of our nature, which we all have, and the allied beliefs that go with them that serve you best in trading, and then give the beliefs new meaning. So this is the 3 steps: intervention and regulation at an emotional level, mindfulness to separate self from thought and open up our mind for deeper examination, and step 3, the deeper examination and reconstruction of our belief system into one that serves us best in trading. And I would probably even add step 4, Marcus, which is start to practice that in real life trading. That's what I do with my clients. And do that in a way that is low risk at a financial level, but involves real money. And that is the only practice that counts, practicing this new belief system in the real world of trading. Okay, I hope that gives you the answer you're looking for and enough information to go forward with, Marcus and everybody. Great to see you all. That's how you build the mind to manage the psychology of trading. And that, my friends, is the level of fitness, mental fitness you need to pursue. Now, as always, there's a few different ways that I can help you from here, should you want it. Definitely head over to my YouTube channel, type in Mindset Reflexology into the search bar. That'll take you to our YouTube channel. All of the episodes of this show, lots of other short hacks on how to examine, look, work on your mindset and your psychology are there. That'll always be free, and that's a great resource base to utilize. Subscribe to my LinkedIn newsletter if you haven't already. That's a written version of the episodes that some people, in fact, a lot of people prefer to read and have available as something they can continue to look at and read and learn from. Check out my courses on the website, mindsetfitmethod.com, my foundations course and my more advanced full mindset reflexology course. And of course, as always, if you would like some immediate help, jump into a DM on LinkedIn or book in a chat with me in my diary, and we can jump on onto Zoom or WhatsApp or whatever, and have a 20, 30-minute deep dive discovery, free, no obligation, to point you in the right direction. So wherever you may be in the world, I thank you for joining me, and I wish you a week of mindful trading ahead. I'll see you at the same time, same day next week. That'll be between Christmas and New Year for another episode of the Trading Psychology and Mindset Show.